guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be talking about 5 easy food swaps that you can implement in your daily routine. I am Pip for those of you who are new, and I do videos on lifestyle, wellness and faith. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Before I started filming this, I obviously did a bit of research on food swaps and I didn't really find anything that was helpful. What that came up was swap full cream milk for skim milk or have popcorn instead of chips, and I just don't think that is the best food swaps that you could do. These food swaps are food swaps that I have used, going from my unhealthy few years to more healthier in the last few years. So this isn't cutting out anything, and I don't think you should cut out any particular food group or food, especially if you really like it. Definitely some foods that I definitely will not swap out for anything else because I enjoy them so much. So it's kind of a non-negotiable for me to have certain foods, and one of them is ice cream. I am dairy free, so I do have a dairy free ice cream, but I for sure am not going to cut out ice cream altogether because I love it so much. So the ice cream that I do eat is the Pana Organics vegan, dairy free, pretty much everything free ice cream. It is super nice and it's made with coconut cream. So I just found that was a good alternative, but I'm definitely not cutting it out altogether. My 5 food swaps that I'll be sharing today are through mostly breakfast, snacking and dessert. I find that lunch and dinner are your big meals and you kind of need more hearty food when you're eating that, so you shouldn't probably swap out much for that. If anything, just add a few more veg, but I won't be talking about that today. So my first food swap is ice cream. I know that I said that I do not swap out ice cream fully, and I don't, but I do limit it by having something else. And that something else is frozen bananas. So ever since I was little, my mum would freeze bananas, and on a summer's day we would just want like something cold, so she would give us a frozen banana on a paddle pop stick, and I loved these so much and I still love them today. I just peel maybe 5 or 6 bananas, break them in half. You can put a paddle pop stick in them if you want, but I just will put them in a bag and then put them into the freezer. And after you can leave them there overnight, and in the morning they will be fully frozen and ready to eat. I enjoy this pretty much every day because it's just something easy and quick for dessert that I can eat. Especially when I do not have ice cream in the house. But I also swap out ice cream for berries. So I am very lucky. We have a raspberry bush, a blackberry bush and a blueberry bush at our house. In season we generally can't eat enough berries, so we have to freeze them. And it's perfect for me because I love frozen berries. So I will just put a few of these in a bowl and snack on them when I'm studying or after dinner. You can definitely swap out your normal dessert or ice cream for frozen bananas or frozen berries. Both of them are fantastic. The next is swapping out chips and other snacks similar to that. I prefer not to have chips because I don't actually like the taste of them, but I will swap that for fruit or nuts, or I'll just have an actual meal. So generally if you're snacking, you're hungry or bored, but on the hungry side you should probably just have a meal, and that will curb that snacking for chips or lollies or anything else. Another one that I really like to swap it out for is a rice cracker. So I think they're also called rice cakes in some places. So it's just the puffed rice in like a little cake. You can put any spread on it and it tastes fantastic. At the moment I will put butter and Vegemite on it, and it is really nice. My third food swap is actually not a food. You can swap out juice or tea or coffee or all of them for just water. I don't drink juice, tea or coffee. Water does seem a bit plain sometimes, so if you put some fruit in it, it will kind of infuse the water with that flavour, and that is super, super nice. In comparison to just plain water, it's not exactly as flavoursome as a juice, but swapping out something that's so sugary that you have all the time for water is good. The fourth food swap that I will be sharing is a breakfast one, and it is swapping out your cereal, like your sugary cereals, for a smoothie. I've been having smoothies for breakfast for the last 2 years. Really fill me up, and they're much more nutrient dense and have a lot more fibre and just all the nutrients you need to start your morning with. So some of the cereals are good, but swapping that out for a smoothie just gives you a much more whole breakfast. And the fifth food swap is chocolate. So this is also one that I probably don't want to swap out fully, because I do love a bit of chocolate every now and then, but you can always swap out full cream chocolate or just like the normal Cadbury chocolate or like that equivalent for a dairy-free chocolate. Planet Organics and Loving Earth do a really good vegan dairy-free chocolate, and I think both of them are mostly refined sugar-free. It's an extra bonus. So just swapping out that really fine chocolate for a more natural alternative is just that little bit better, and something that I really enjoy doing. So an extra little tip for when you're out and about is, instead of getting fast food, just go to the local supermarket, because there is generally always one, and go to the health food section, and they will have healthy versions of chips or chocolate or something that will just tide you over until you get home if you're traveling, or until you can get a proper meal. So just swapping that out gives you a bit more option than just the local Macca's or KFC, and is a lot better for you. So they are 5 food swaps that I use. There are certain things like the ice cream and chocolate that are non-negotiables, and I do love them, but I have swapped them out for a more healthy alternative. Making it dairy-free or vegan is just that little bit better. So what is something that you consider a non-negotiable and that you are not willing to swap out for anything else? Leave it in the comments below, and I would love to read through them. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you could implement some of these food swaps in your life. Be sure to subscribe and hit the little bell button down next to it so you are notified every single time that I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!